Okay, welcome back, and we have a special episode for you guys. Today we are doing an episode on the brand new updates that they have released recently, and not many people are happy about these. Their views are very low. Now, the very first update, since I've already done the update, is as you can see here, they're called the don't be dumb notifications, I guess. So there's two different notifications, and one of them here that I have is do not enter dangerous areas while playing Pokemon Go. The other one is do not trespass while playing Pokemon Go, and the third is do not drive while playing Pokemon Go. Now it's obviously very obvious. You shouldn't do any of those things. But as we move on, the next very important update that not many people are happy about, but Pokemon Go had a valid reason for doing it. They took out the footprints. As you can see here, there's a Zubat nearby, and before there were footsteps saying three footsteps for kind of far away, two footsteps for getting closer, and one footstep for being very close, and it should pop up any moment. As you can see here, they've actually took the whole thing out, and you can't even click on it to follow the footprints. Now, the Pokemon Go team have released the reason why, and it says and I quote Pokemon Go, I quote them saying, "Trainers, as many of you know, we recently made some changes on Pokemon Go. We have removed a 3-step display in order to improve upon the underlying design. The original feature, although enjoyed by many, was also confusing and did not meet our underlying product goals. We'll keep you posted as we strive to improve the feature." And rumor has it the other reason, and which again I support them on this one, is because of the continuous crashes. For some reason, this footstep or footprint feature actually kind of lagged their servers and made them crash constantly. So this should help the whole server crash and server not being available to people in the area. So in a sense, I'm kind of happy about this, but many people are not. As we move on to the next update, is the battery saving mode. Now, I think, this is just my opinion, I think they already have a battery saving mode already inside, so you don't have to actually choose the option. But before, the option was up here in the settings. In this area, it was a battery saving option, but now they took it out. And like I said, I'm hoping that there's already like an implemented battery saving system or whatever. But the thing is, what you can do is you can flip your phone and put them right by your leg or in your pocket or something, and it will go into battery saving mode. It should basically it will basically turn black stating the Pokemon Go, but it will play the game, but you won't have, and it'll vibrate if a Pokemon is nearby or whatever, but it will not waste your battery as much, nearly as much. So that's actually still pretty good, and they've done a good job on that. The third option is the transferring Pokemon is easier. Yes, before, as many have, even I have, made some mistakes. I've transferred, for example, a Pidgey that's 300 CP instead of my Pidgey that's 10 CP, and I've done that a lot. Now, they made the option here. As you can see, I'll transfer one of my Pokemon that I have an extra of. Let me just find it real quick. Let me go here. I have an extra Staryu, as you can see, and the option used to be on the bottom, right here, under the moves, but as you can see, there's nothing right now, nothing there. What you have to do is on the bottom right corner, click over here, and transfer, and yes. But there's one more thing that I gotta show you, that before I transfer this Staryu, there's an option called Favorite. A Pokemon that is favorited, as you can see, cannot be transferred. They will basically hold on to it. They cannot be transferred. So if you have a high CP Charizard or whatever other Pokemon you like, make sure to favorite it so you can keep it as long as you can and not accidentally transfer it. But I will take the favorite off. As you can see in the top right corner, it's taken off. And I will transfer it to Willow because I do not need it. I can also transfer my Magikarp that I don't need. Yeah, I recently started catching Magikarps, but apparently you need 400 freaking candy for some reason to evolve it, which is ridiculous, but whatever. It's theirs. Their game, right? So, let's turn it up. Now, catching Pokemon is harder. See, before, there used to be 3 spins and you guys guaranteed catch on the Pokemon. But now they've actually made it a bit harder, whereas the third spin you still have a small possibility of it being still popping out of the ball or whatever. And so several days after the update, many players have noticed that the game is now spawning fewer Pokemon than it used to, and it is becoming harder to catch them. Entry low-level creatures often require several Pokeballs to capture or require more advanced techniques such as spinning the Pokeball in the run-up to throw method. Pokemon also appear to be fleeing encounters more often. Like yesterday, I was trying to catch a Clefable that was 522 CP, wasted 32 Pokeballs on it. and I fed it raspberries, everything. The bitch did not want to go in. But like I said, this because the update, they made it a lot harder now for you to catch Pokemon. That means less experience for us to level up, and that means, in a sense, it could be more challenging and better. But I kind of like the old version. Yeah, as I mentioned before, favoriting Pokemon will actually keep it from transferring. See, it will prevent you from transferring them by mistake, and you can also rank your monsters in the Pokemon menu with favorites at the top. So, but and as we move on, we have the damage value has changed. Now, before they used to have Vaporeon was overpowered, the water pulse or whatever. Then you had Dragonite's Hyper Beam was at 100, but now they reduced it. Many of the moves that actually have been overpowered or have been high, like Alakazam's moves, they were way too high. So now they've actually slightly reduced them. See, different Pokemon's abilities in battle had changed to balance out the game. For example, Vaporeon, a notoriously strong creature, is slightly weaker now. The powers of many moves have also been changed, largely to make basic attacks less powerful and charge attacks stronger. Like Water Gun, Vaporeon's Water Gun used to be higher. Here, let me show you my Vaporeon. Right here. The Water Gun, as you can see, is 6 now. It used to be 15. It used to be able to basically, I used to be able to just spam it and then be a gym leader. But now, it's 6, and it's bad, but in a sense kind of more fun because now you actually use tactics. You can't just spam Water Gun like I do. But other moves like Hydro Pump obviously still are pretty high damage. Now, third-party tracking has been closed. A separate issue from the update, but over the weekend, several online maps that allowed players to find rare Pokemon such as Pokevision were shut down. It appears that that Niantic sent these services requests to take them down, warning that they violated terms of service. On Twitter, Pokevision said it hoped things would change in the coming days. So obviously, as you can see, they've changed a lot. They don't let people show Poke Nests or where they caught their recent Pokemon, so others can just go catch it. It's not fair. It's really not. You must earn your stuff now. And I agree with this update. I really do. So I think they did a great job on that part. Anyway, so now you can also customize your player's appearance in any time you want. And let's see, I forgot where it's at. Oh, right here. Okay, yes. So when you click on your icon for your avatar, on the side right here you have the option for journal, which shows you everything you caught recently or everything that you've done recently. You also have the customize option. Now, at the beginning, before you reach level 5, you could not choose your team, so you did not know really what colors to pick or whatever. So you couldn't win, yellow, but you wanted to be Team Valor or whatever. Now you can actually change it anytime you want, where you got the skin tones, everything. You got the hair color, which I don't know why would you want blonde anyway. Nah, let's keep it black. All right. And the eye color. Everything you got basically. Now I decked mine out all Team Valor because I'm Team Valor, but this feature was great actually. This randomized it. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. Well, I'm going back to Team Valor. That's for sure. Let's see, red. There it is. Okay. All right. Let's go back to. Yeah. Alright, so basically, yeah, that's a great feature that I actually really like, and now we can switch teams, or you do the team you chose. You can stick with it, and you don't have to just, I guess, hope and pray that later on the team matches your style. Now there's also an option, or not an option, I'm sorry, an update that they've done, which makes things look a bit better. It is for the medals that you've earned so far. They look a lot more, I guess, a lot prettier in a sense, a lot more neat. They've updated a lot of the looks. They've, as you can see, made it a bit more, a bit better, and then everything it looks a lot more creative. So I really like this update, and I completely agree with it. And also another thing is going to be the Pokemon. Pokemon itself, before, it was not so, I guess, bold. It was not really, it wasn't very visible. It was visible, but it wasn't as visible. It wasn't as set as it is now. Like, see this Machop, the CP above 207, as you can see in the Machop, it is bold now. It's a lot thicker, so it's a lot easier to see, as well as the names of the Pokemon. And so, and they, like I, it's actually really good. Yes. Now, the other thing I've heard about in the forums, and actually I think I read it somewhere on the Pokemon Go forums, that they have changed the Pokemon nests. Before, you could visit a Pokemon nest every single day and find the same Pokemon, the same rare Pokemon that you want to catch, and just constantly just stay there basically and spawn kill or spawn catch the Pokemon. And but now they changed it, so I think every 24 hours it switches. So that if the nest today is Squirtles or Magmars, tomorrow it'll be something like Charmander or Electabuzz. So make sure to check every single day or go and catch the Pokemon you need, and we do not wait for a higher CP or whatever. Just catch it and then move on to the next nest or wait on for the next nest tomorrow.